I am now going to cut this large hedge, which is roughly 12 feet high at its lowest point. It is roughly 6 feet thick and 60 feet long. Cutting this hedge normally takes all day. Cutting the front of the edge is relatively simple and can be done very quickly for the majority of the hedge. Later on I will be using my van and also scaffolding to trim the top of the hedge as it rises considerably as it gets closer to the house. I realise that most people will not have this equipment, but this is how I cut the hedge. I'm starting off using the cordless hedge trimmer to trim the front of the hedge. This is the easy part. This is a simple process as I just follow the concrete plinth at the bottom and try and keep the hedge as straight as possible. You can see that by using this edge trimmer I can reach the full height of the edge, although I cannot reach the top. As I'm going along I stop every now and again to clean up the leaves and place them in the compost bin. Then I go back and trim the edge again. After a couple of passes, the front of the edge is reasonably flat. Now for the hard part. This is very difficult and time consuming. I start off by fixing a platform to the roof rack of the van and cantilever it out so that I can get close to the hedge. I have to do this so that I can reach the other side of the hedge. You can see that handrails are fitted to the platform and so it is very safe. I have tried trimming the hedge on a three-way ladder, but it's almost impossible due to the height of the hedge and the camber of the drive. I'm now cutting the hedge, ensuring that I keep the trimmer as level as possible. Once I have trimmed as far as I can reach, I then use the rake to drag off any of the cut leaves or branches. If you don't do this, you may think you have a neat hedge until a few days later when some stragglers that have been missed start to pop up all over the place. Once I have done as far as I can reach, I then reverse the van back and keep repeating this process. After raking the hedge, I then trim it again and then rake it off again. Once I get so far back, I can no longer reach from the van, and so now I have to erect a scaffold tower. At this point, the battery is flat on the hedge trimmer, and so now I have to use the petrol trimmer, which is noisy and produces toxic fumes. The scaffold tower enables the highest part of the edge to be trimmed using the same technique. Once I get so far, I can no longer reach from the scaffold and have to stand on the garage roof for the final cut. So if you are thinking of buying a house with a large hedge, I wouldn't bother. You are much better off with a fence as it is much less hassle. I hope you've enjoyed watching me do a day's graft. Thanks for watching the video and please subscribe if you've not done so already.